Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6.
Hold on, let me grab my
and the
food.
Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take
man,
over.
Be acting like a hoe, man.
They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open
He done changed his name to 3 teams.
The ability to make people miss.
He changed his name to 3 teams, then all of a sudden want my team. What the fuck?
If you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just
Don't worry
run
like
through
that,
some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Going in there
much
for
room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half
What you
yard.
mean? Ain't nobody to block him.
They'll
You
be
ran the
left
ball the other
with a
way.
3rd and 2.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They still can't get it. That is throw.
I don't understand why he stopped running up the
They don't get the
sideline.
hook up there, but you really have
That's
to
what I'm
marvel
waiting
at how
for.
precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's
I thought he was supposed to keep running.
Touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the
Buck made the playoffs last year.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't
Keep
affect
cutting
me,
back
just
to my
throwing deep
overhang.
with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they.
That's my
attack
overhang
here.
defender, though. Ain't nobody gonna block him.
Gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play here.
It looked like it's predetermined.
Back with more from Charlotte after this. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. Almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass
True
rush,
Hunt don't
they've
play
been
them
able to get
games,
home,
bro.
And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play
Watch
good
the deep
defense.
comebacks, man. Watch the deep comebacks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Bitch!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
That's Deion Jones, boy.
Incomplete.
That's Deion Jones,
Anytime
boy.
a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A great return there.
Who, me?
22 yards. And this offense takes
Myles
over
Garrett
in
and
great shape
Odell?
right at the 50. 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the
Must be out
rearview
your
mirror,
mind.
don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's
Deion
almost
Jones
like a
at
run in
99
basketball
overall.
to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
don't care what
because
they want.
oftentimes it translates to your defense as well because they're excited about getting the ball.
I ain't
back
ask
when
you
their
nothing.
offense is playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head. It's time
He
to
sure
go.
is playing this
Tuck it
game.
and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons add on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Hey, Flo, I'm glad you get to see this for yourself.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now.
What you mean a
set to
nigga?
take
Who you talking
over
about, bro?
on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmental.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish
got
things
hurt.
off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
So is that who you're talking about?
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Oh,
And what I'm thinking
in the
is
new
that
league
the
that
offensive
you in?
staff spent the entire halftime
Shit,
just
you
working
in
with
week 1,
them
boy.
on,
You got a nigga
here's
number.
what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that draw
You ain't gonna beat me, bro.
really hurt their momentum.
Advance in 15 minutes.
Second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Nah.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Dancing to his left. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there.
Nah, we talking about another league, but
And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every
that's
call.
me, boy. That's user.
In this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. What a spin. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for
Who said
our
a lot
offense,
to a little?
and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Oh, my
Looking
God.
left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape. Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, that means something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there this time, actually.
I mean, you think you might turn down us
Fuck
too?
me since I got on this
Right now,
motherfucker.
whatever was said hasn't been working. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Man.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
You love that play, boy. You love that play. You love that play, boy. I swear. That's because you know I'm using it right there.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Newton now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tyler Davison in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton flushed out right. And with a flag down, he goes down.
Hold it, man.
So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play.
So that invite unleashed, what's up?
Now Newton on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
Who you playing with,
took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying.
I just told you that man had 99 overall.
No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
That's my user.
To throw again. Newton. Steps away to his left. Carrying it out deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Stop lying, bro.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They both are linebackers.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. "31 yards there and a first down."
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they control the left
Super
side.
active. Watch how many games you played
They
today.
didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Falcons turn that
Big Buck, he went up and got that hole, didn't he?
Here's Bosher.
Shit, that nigga a beast over there, boy. Barry built that boy up.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come
he in the
back
league.
onto the field.
The nigga that say you want to see a dead body, he joined the league.
I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
Boy, swarming, they butt.
Things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Steps away. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
I just play good ball, man. I don't do too
No pick,
much.
just incomplete that time. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh,
Incomplete.
come
The
on.
contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And that's his own, bro. And he had 98 overall.
Receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That's Sheffield.
Very
Wow.
cohesive.
Barry, that stream still up?
All game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Newton to
Give me
throw.
that.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play fake, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons add on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by one more.
Hey, Vari, I don't know how Smash be doing that tag every person every time, shit, bro.
This will be fielded at the 6. Able to slither by. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last
So you about to be a nigga today black in the face?
To pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run. Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it. He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on now.
Newton on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down.
Step for step with him, boy. I know what you audible to.
Pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Being chased out left. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they'll wind up getting this one.
You talk about me scrambling, but
inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here I come again.
From the red zone now, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Goddamn kicker.
So out come the Falcons now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one, despite the heavy workload. You and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually
73-12, Barry.
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Oh, this man have already put the game in the chat. Oh, Lord.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over
and
the
Lord.
What you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Hope y'all got on dark jerseys.
Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try to be simple this time and succinct.
Man, Hightower been balling, Barry.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever
Hightower be balling. Harry be balling.
Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 4.
What you talking about? Why you saying that? He your user.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd
That must be some military shit, but
this will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown Falcons.
80-12, Barry.
For 6. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Big Buck, man, run the ball, bro. Run the ball.
This game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over.
You got the blueprint?
You took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
That's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like
Ooh, I was going to smack that boy.
For the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
You watching it, Flo?
Surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball.
Okay.
Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's Newton now on second down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past
another nigga on my team injured.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Newton.
Yeah.
Able to fight through one tackle. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Newton throwing again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
I didn't even touch him. I didn't even touch him.
And it brings up third.
This defense was definitely
I ain't touch him.
Of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for
All I did was get in front of him.
Fourth quarter, maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Going up top. And it drops down incomplete.
Deion Jones, bro.
Instead, second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like if you throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Flush to his right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On second and 10, Newton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Gano out to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game.
Think Baker Mayfield got 9 touchdown passes?
This game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Time for a break.
Good
Back
Lord.
to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And finding the tight end Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, look at 56.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half.
So what, he's Superman?
Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
20. 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Mayfield down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
We done had this conversation with this man millions of times.
Before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody.
God
we'll see you
damn.
next time.
Mayfield, 500 yards passing, 9 touchdowns. Whew.